What's up, everybody? I gotta show you this new hat I got. It's pretty sweet. Good friend of mine, Chris Mock from Denver, actually pointed out this kick butt hat I could buy. He actually made this first hat, not the one I'm wearing, but he took one of my patches. He was just recently visiting Ray and I, and I've talked about Ray in the past videos. He came to visit Ray and I in Georgia, and he grabbed one of my iron-on patches, and then right when he got back to Denver, ordered this really cool hat and told me where I could buy it, and I loved it. It's a trucker hat, and it looks really cool. It's got the old worn out look, and then of course I got the new, put my patch on it. So shout out to Chris Mock for this great idea. I love the hat. It's so cool. You can see it's a trucker hat. I love it. Anyway, so that's why it's in color this time. I usually do the old school, you know, like it's a silent movie kind of look, black and white, but I just had to show the color of the hat and how cool it looks, and my logo on there. So anyway, I wanted to shout out to Chris, thank you, and then also about to reveal my beer I'm about to drink before I go run. So later. So this is the beer I'm about to drink before I go run. Fuller's is in London. They make one of the best ESBs you can drink. That's what they're really known for. Never seen an IPA from Fuller's, and of course, the only reason I have this is Jim. Top of the evening to you, Jim. Appreciate it. So yeah, I don't know too much about this at all because I've had Fuller's ESB a lot. This one's 5.3%, and hopefully it's good. And then I have sort of included that background because I wanted to explain what that is. That is when my German chocolate cake porter is very active in the fermentation and actually ends up popping out of the pressure relief valve for a little while, and I lose a little bit of beer, but honestly there's enough in there, I'm not worried about it, and it also means there's a great active fermentation, which I will take. So sometimes that happens. What I usually do, and I have headspace in there too. I've definitely got like half a gallon of headspace. I probably have 4.5 gallons in that 5-gallon corny keg. That's why I have it in that bin, because it was still pushing out beer. It foams out, so it's all foam coming out of there when CO2 is escaping, and then that foam turns back into the beer, and that's what you see on the floor. So it's all a good sign, though. It means it's making beer is what it's doing. So, and anyone who doesn't know this, just for the heck of it, most people probably would if they're watching this, but what's happening in there is, you know, once it's in the keg, before you add the yeast, it's called wort, because it's basically the water that's rinsed all the sugars off the grain when you're brewing, and then it's just sugary water, and then you add the yeast, and the yeast loves sugar, and so they just start eating up that sugar, and that makes alcohol. So that's what's happening. And turtle. So take that. Interesting things you find along the path when you're running. A perfect hurdle moment.
can I do it? Okay. This wasn't no natural disaster. Someone's been hacking up these suckers. Love running at dusk.